All right, welcome everyone, and thanks for joining. We have a ton to talk about here in this video, and I want to jump into it right away because this is going to take some time to talk through, and there's a lot of moving parts, so I want to get into this right away. Now, everything I'm talking about here in this video pertains to SSI, Supplemental Security Income. I want to throw that out there right away for you because there's a lot of you here in the community that receive all kinds of benefits like retirement, SSDI, survivors, spousal, SSI, VA, low-income individuals, the list goes on, but what I'm talking about here is SSI, okay? All right, so I'm going to take a couple deep breaths here because there's a lot of words that I need to say here. I'm going to try to make this live stream relatively quick. I don't want to sit here and talk as fast as I possibly can, but I do want to be respectful of your time and pack as much as I can into this video. So you ready for this? All right, so September is going to be a busy month for SSI. We've received multiple announcements out of the Social Security Administration so far this year, and changes are coming in to SSI later in September. So I want to point these out, and this is not like for new applicants, stuff like that. I mean, this is existing beneficiaries. Your checks will likely be impacted by this, probably in a good way, just saying that much, okay? So don't be worried like, oh no, they're going to take my benefit. No, if anything, your benefit check may actually go up at the end of the month here, okay? So this is super cool, and a lot of stuff. Now, I want to say one more thing. I can certainly jump on another live stream for you. I can make dedicated videos. I can do what I can for you. I'm going to say this much. A lot of what I'm going to talk about here, probably confusing, okay? Just going to throw that out there. I want to preface this. A lot of words, a lot of things. I'm going to paraphrase a lot of it. I'm going to break it down. I'm going to simplify it. I'm going to tell it to you in real human words, like words that you and me understand, not like the big sophisticated words that Social Security uses, okay? They use a lot of words that honestly don't even really make sense, right? I'm going to use words that we all understand, like basic stuff, okay? That's how I like to interpret things, so that's how I'm going to give it to you, okay? I'm not saying you're not going to understand it otherwise. I'm just going to say, I like easy stuff. So there we go. Okay. With that being said, let's roll into it. All right. So there are multiple changes coming in for SSI starting in September, which, by the way, if you're an SSDI beneficiary, if you're hanging out here, by the way, thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. There are also changes coming in for SSDI as well. Stay tuned. I'll bring you a separate video on that one. Okay. It's honestly way too much to pack into this video. All right, but anyway, oh, by the way, if you haven't done so, please subscribe down below. Totally free to do so. And hit the thumbs up button. Thank you. Seriously, I really, really appreciate that. That's the least we could do here for all this that I'm going to share with you here in this video. All right, let's get into this. Okay, so some of the changes, I'm going to give these to you in no particular order. They're not like in, order of importance, something like that. It's literally just in order that I'm remembering them. That's about it, okay? Oh, one more thing before I say this, by the way. Sorry, I'm not trying to stall here. I just have a lot of things I want to say quickly. After this live stream goes up, I will put all the links down below in the description for where you can reference all this information right on the Social Security website, okay? So if you ever want to check anything that I talk about here in this video, if you need further clarification, if you want to read it right on the Social Security website, I will put the links down below in the description. They are not there yet. They're not there yet, but when I finish this live stream shortly afterward, I'll put the links down there for you, and you can reference it all right there so you can see the proof and all the details right out of the horse's mouth called Social Security. Got it? All right, so anyway, so multiple changes coming in. All of these will go into effect September 30th, except for the last one. The last one that I tell you here, that's for all beneficiaries that receive Social Security, but that is it's kind of sometime in September. They didn't really specify an exact date, but the other ones I'm going to share with you, the other three, all go into effect September 30th, okay? I know it's a long time from now. Oh, it's actually not that long from now. It's a couple weeks out from now as I speak, but it's going to go quick. All right, so let's quickly talk about public assistance household, okay? So this is one of the changes that they announced earlier. Now, the current rule that is currently in place right here, right now, this is still the old rule until September 30th rolls around. Then the new rule goes into place. But basically, as an SSI beneficiary, basically you need to be determined as a public assistance household. In other words, everybody within your household needs to be getting some type of assistance from one of these several different public assistance programs out there, okay? That's kind of how it works. But the new rule that goes into effect, again, at the end of September will only require that either one person is receiving SSI or has an application pending for SSI, along with one other individual that receives one of the other public assistance household benefits. Okay, that's how they kind of determine that. Now, that could be Medicaid, it could be SNAP benefits. There's kind of a little list of them that goes out there, that goes on. TANF, temporary assistance for needy families. There's a few of them that fall into this category. Okay, so if somebody, one person, is an SSI recipient, a beneficiary, or somebody has a pending application along with one other individual, that would consider you as a public assistance household, whereas the current rule in place requires everybody within the household to be receiving some type of public assistance from one of the several programs that are out there, okay? So that is good that they're changing that, because here's the thing. What does this mean in normal, everyday words from humans? That simply means that more people will be eligible to receive, like SSI and other public assistance benefits. It'll make it easier to get access to these benefits. Good, okay? That's number one. Now, again, as always, I'm going to tell you all the details here first, and then I will jump into the chat in a little while. It might be a while, just to give you a quick little hint here. I have a lot more to share with you, okay? All right, so that's number one. I can always come back and share that more in another video, but just let me know, okay? All right, so next, let's talk about rental subsidies. Okay, here's how this typically works. If you are an SSI beneficiary and if you're getting any type of rental subsidy, this is the current rule that's currently in place. In other words, if you're getting discounts on rent, if you're getting concessions, promos or something like that, generally that'd be used against you to reduce your SSI benefit, okay? Now, again, if you ever read this on the Social Security website, they're going to say it in a lot other fancier, bigger, sophisticated words. I'm trying to give it to you just in easy, basic English here, because that's barely what I speak is basic English, right? But anyway, my point is, so the rental subsidy thing, as the current rule is in place right now, if you're getting any type of assistance with your rent, they reduce basically your SSI benefit as a result of that. They hold that against you. Well, guess what? The new rule starting September 30th says, nope, not happening anymore. We're not going to reduce your SSI if you're getting any type of rental subsidy. Awesome, right? Because here's the thing. If you're somebody receiving SSI, are you getting any type of rental assistance? Is your landlord cutting you a deal? Are they offering you a concession? Is somebody else helping you somehow, some way, some program, something like that? If so, it's not going to be held against you anymore by the end of September. Nice. That'll be great. Now, again, this could lead to benefit checks increasing for some people. If this is your case, if you're currently receiving some type of rental subsidy, something like that, this would potentially, again, I can't say with definitive, certainty to say like, oh, for sure, John's going to get an extra $38 a month. I don't know that for sure. I'm just simply saying this will impact checks in a pretty nice way for some people who are currently getting that assistance. And when this new rule goes into effect, guess what? It drops off and your check may get a little bump. Nice, right? That's pretty cool. Okay, which by the way, if you're already maxed out on your monthly benefit, as in you're at $943 as an individual or $1,415 as a married couple, you're maxed out, okay? You're not going to get like an extra bonus on top of that. That's not how this works, okay? You can just go up to those maximums, okay? All right, so that is number two. Now next, food, okay, food. They're going to be removing, again, starting September 30th, they're going to be removing food from the ISM. Okay, well, what the, is ISM? You know what I was about to say, right? Okay. ISM stands for In-Kind Support and Maintenance. What does that mean? It basically says this much. The current rule in place, you and me are walking down the sidewalk, okay? I'm carrying a bag of groceries, and you're an SSI beneficiary. We don't know each other. We're about to pass each other, and I say, hey, it looks like you need some food. I don't know why. I just got this weird urge from the universe and it told me this little signal and said, hey, I should hand you this bag of groceries. I hand you the bag of groceries. Technically, you're supposed to report that, and they're going to use that against you. They're literally going to reduce your benefit as a result of any type of food assistance from friends, family members, acquaintances, neighbors, Joe Blow walking down the street. It literally doesn't matter, okay? It is used against you. You're supposed to report it. I don't know who would report that. Just saying, right? I'm just saying. I don't know who would do that, but you're supposed to. I mean, you could technically get in a lot of trouble if you don't report it, okay? That's the current rule in place. Stupid rule. I'm just going to say that, right? If I'm your neighbor and I want to bring you a bag of groceries, leave us alone. Who cares, right? If I want to bring you a turkey on Thanksgiving, leave us alone. I mean, who cares? Why does it matter, right? But that's the rule, okay? But now this is going to be going away. In other words, food subsidies, like, any type of food assistance, things like this, will no longer be held against you, and it'll be removed from the ISM. Again, in-kind support and maintenance, that is what they call it. They're going to be removing it from that, and it'll no longer be counted against SSI beneficiaries, and it will not reduce your benefit check. That's nice. Again, it'll impact some people, because here's the thing. How many SSI beneficiaries are getting assistance from friends, family members, acquaintances, neighbors, something like that, right? And here's the thing. Here's the ridiculous rule about this. I think this is so incredibly nuts. If you're living in a household and you live with some family members and they literally make you dinner. Okay, they make dinner for everybody that lives in the house, right? I mean, most households, I think, do that. Like, hey, I'm making a big dish of, I don't know, whatever it happens to be. Or how about a pizza? That's a better analogy, right? Hey, everybody, I'm making a pizza. Who wants a slice of pizza, right? Technically, if you ate a slice of pizza, they would be assisting you, and that is supposed to be reported. This is so ridiculous, right? I mean, that is nuts. I mean, I'm not sure, but wipe the grease off your lips and be like, what pizza? I don't know what you're talking about, right? I got nothing here. So anyway, bad rule, but they're going to be removing that. And that'll be a really nice thing as well, okay? Again, starting September 30th. All of these, by the way, that I'm talking about here, those last three I just mentioned, all of which start September 30th, or basically that's when they go into effect, okay? So that's pretty good stuff there as well. Now next, this one goes out to all Social Security beneficiaries. It doesn't matter if you're an SSI or retirement, SSDI, survivor, spousal, anybody that receives Social Security benefits from the Social Security Administration. They announced maybe, I don't know when it was. I'm going to say a month and a half ago. I don't remember the date. I don't even know what it was. I'm just going to say a month and a half ago. It could be a little bit more than that, a little bit less. I'm not really sure. But they did announce that they're going to be changing all my Social Security accounts that were formed prior to September 18th of 2021 must convert to a Login.gov login. Okay, so if you created your My Social Security account on the Social Security website prior to, again, September 18th, 2021, you need to convert into a Login.gov. Okay, you might be thinking, okay, sounds fine, but how do I do that? How do you do it? You literally just go to the Social Security website, SSA.gov. You go to log into your My Social Security account, and it'll prompt you to go through the necessary actions in order to swap it over into a Login.gov. That's it, okay? It's not like anything. You don't have to go to somewhere special, and you don't have to make any phone calls. You literally just go on the website, pretend like you're going to log in, and it'll prompt you to sign in with the new credentials. Make sense? Okay, super easy, but they're converting in September. Again, I did not see an exact date on when that's going into play for in September. They just said, yeah, we're going to do it in September. Okay, like when? You know what I mean? So anyway, that happens as well. It's not urgent. It's not, it's not like required. If you don't have a My Social Security account, you don't have to do this, okay? I have a Social Security, a My Social Security account. I set mine up apparently after September 18th, 2021, because when I logged into it, I just popped right in and I didn't have to go through any extra steps. But anyway, by the way, if you set your account up anytime between September 18th, 2021 and today, you're good. You don't have to do it. You already are part of that Login.gov. Now, why would they do such a thing? To protect our information. That's it. Okay, it's just about protecting our info, making sure that it's more secure, things like that. Okay? All right, so that's what I want to share with you here in this video. I actually got through that a lot faster than I thought. Honestly, I thought I was going to sit there and bumble around forever trying to explain stuff. I get that this is talking about bumbling around. What am I trying to say? I get this is confusing, okay? Confusing myself. I get this is confusing. If you want me to come back in another live stream, I can definitely do that. If you want me to make dedicated videos, I can do that. Whatever you want me to do, I can do it for you, okay? I wanted to jump on a live stream so I could be here with you. We can talk through this. I will jump into the chat here. I will do what I can. If I see the same questions coming up time and time again, I will make a dedicated video about that, okay? Which, by the way, that is where I get probably, 20% of the video ideas that I get are coming right out of the comment section, right? You see that it's sometimes in my videos. I say, hey, I just got a question from somebody here on the channel. I've seen this question so many times over the last couple of weeks. That's where I get probably 20% of the videos that I make, just right out of the comment section. I read the comments every day and I say, whoa, look at this. Same question coming up time and time again. I should make a video about that. And I do. So there you go. All right, anyway, I'm going to jump into the chat here. I hope this makes sense, and I hope that didn't confuse anybody too much. Again, I just try to just use normal words here If I used all the words that Social Security uses, we'd all be sitting here scratching our heads saying, wow, well, that was sure fun. I don't have a clue what he just said, right? So anyway, I just want to talk to you in normal English and let you know what's going on. All right, let's jump into the chat. I'll spend a little bit of time here, probably not a ton, because I don't want to sit on here for an hour, but I can do what I can to answer questions. Got that? All right, let's do this. Yeah, Mo3 wants some acknowledgement. Hey, Mo3, thanks for watching. Nice to see you as always. It's been a little while since I've done a live stream. No. April price, will SNAP benefits decrease when SSI increases? Most likely not. Okay, well, I shouldn't say that. Okay, it's tough to say. Okay, if your benefits increase as a result of any of these changes here, I'm going to say probably not. You're probably good. But when we get the official COLA and things like that, that's a whole nother issue, right? And again, did you see my video from the other day? They're talking about the COLAs Don't Count Act again. That piece of legislation that's out there, yeah, they haven't passed it yet, but I don't know what they're waiting for. That would certainly help a lot. Bob Bill, I think it's Bob Bill. You're saying, hey, I thought food stamps was $1 billion program. You're right, Bob Bill. It's actually about a $12 billion program. Yeah, it's nuts, okay? It's way more than $1 billion. I'd have to look at the numbers again. I actually think it's more like $14.5 billion. I'd have to look those numbers up again, but yeah, it's multiple billions, well over 10. Yep. Rebecca Gensler, thank you. I appreciate that. Saying, be nice, everybody. I haven't seen any mean comments yet, but I'm sure somebody's saying, he's lying. Okay, yeah, sure, whatever. Learn how to read on the Social Security website. If you think I'm lying, go look it up. I literally just recited what I read right off the Social Security website, okay? Yeah, wow. Yeah, Derek Farron saying this is the end of August. True, it is, at last day of August, but we got a month to go, okay? So, yeah, exactly. William Turman, I think it is. William Turman saying, why do I get my SSDI check on the 3rd of every month? Good question, William. Here's what it comes down to. People that get their checks on the 3rd of the month have been receiving benefits prior to May 1997 or earlier, or you get concurrent claims, which is SSDI and SSI simultaneously, which is called concurrent claims. That's why, right? Yep. Bob Bill is asking why is food stamps only $23? That's the minimum. $23 is the minimum for SNAP benefits, and yeah, that's why. So if you're getting $23, you're literally getting the minimum. That's the smallest amount they send out to anybody. Yep. Yeah, Tamika Davis. Hello, Tamika Davis. Nice to see you here. Nice to have you. Yep, thanks, Tamika. Somebody's saying, what are you talking about is the 30th? Yep, what I talked about here in this video is going into effect September 30th. If you think today's the 30th, false. It's the 31st. Yep. Yep. Latanya Smith. Hello, Latanya. I see you there. Thanks for joining. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Denise M. saying, nope, I don't get SSI. That's okay. Yeah, thanks, Denise M. Nice to see you. Hope you're having a nice evening. Yep. Glenn Schultz, I think it is. You're saying, what if you're a one-person hold? Do you mean a household? That must be what you mean. I guess I'm not really sure what you're referring to there. There's a lot of different aspects that could go down. So if you want to elaborate, that'd be good. But yeah. Laura Cruz says, what about Puerto Rico? I'm going to be totally honest with you, Laura Cruz, okay? If I ever don't know something, I'm going to be very clear with it, and I'm going to say, and I'm going to tell you straight, I don't know, okay? I'd have to look that one up. To be honest with you, I'm not sure. Sure, I know that the rules for Puerto Rico are different, okay? So I'm just being real with you. I don't know, okay? I'd have to look that up, okay? Just being real with you. I'm not going to pretend like I know the answers to that one. If I don't know something, I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, yeah, and just blow a bunch of smoke. I'm not going to do that for you, but I can certainly do some research and come back in another video and let you know. So sorry, Lori Cruz. I wish I had an answer for you, but I literally don't know the answer to that question. So sorry. But hey, thanks for checking in from Puerto Rico. Super cool. Hope you're hope you're having a nice day and enjoying. That's really fun. Miss Sunshine saying every day, blah, 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 we don't care anymore. Okay, if you don't care anymore, then don't watch. Okay, if you don't care about your benefit, then send them to me. Here, seriously, if you don't care about your monthly check, send it to me. I care. I'll take it. Yeah, Joni Philia. Well, by the way, if you want to send me your monthly check, I'll just give it away to the people here in the community. So I don't want it either, okay? I'm just simply saying, if you don't care about your monthly check, give it to somebody that does. And somebody here on the channel would gladly take that money because everybody's struggling. So if you don't care, then fine. Joni Philia, nice to see you. Thank you. Really appreciate it. By the way, I'm not trying to be mean. I just can't stand mean people in the comments section. Like, I literally cannot stand that. It's just like, whatever. I mean, you know what I mean? So, yeah. Yep. Sharon Street saying, I came in late. What changes are you talking about? Oh, I would say watch the first, I don't know, 15 minutes of this video. I don't even know how long we're on here so far. Watch the first 15 minutes or so. It's way too much for me to talk about again right now. I'm not going to open up that can of worms again. Just check it out there. It's, yeah, right there. David Justinini, is it? Hey, David, I apologize. I'm probably saying your last name wrong, but checking in from Southern California, you lucky dog. No, that's super cool. That's awesome. I hope you're doing well and enjoying the sunshine, I assume, in Southern California. That's really cool. Yeah, thanks, David. Really appreciate you. Thanks for being here. Jay Padra, I think it is. Jay Padra. Hey, I see you there. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. Linda Provencher. Linda, hey, nice to see you, Linda. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for watching as always. Yeah, Roxanne Justice. Hello, Roxanne. Thanks for being here. Nice to see you as always. Hope you're having a nice long weekend. Yeah, Nancy Downey is saying, we haven't received anything. Never said you were. Yep. Yeah, Pam Miller. Pam Miller, thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. Nice to see you, Pam. Luann. Sorry, I'm not sure how to say your last name, but you're saying hi. You're saying hi. Hey, Luann. Nice to see you as always. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Yeah, Denise M. checking in again. Hello, Denise M. Toby Reville, maybe? Toby Reville. Hey, I'm probably saying your last name wrong. I apologize about that, but thanks for joining. Nice to see you as always. Yep, thanks, Toby. Really nice to have you here. Charlene Reynolds, hello. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, Charlene Reynolds. Hey, nice to see you as always. Thank you for watching. Michael Leopard is saying, it's the end of August. We still didn't get a check. Did you look in your bank account yesterday? If you're an SSI beneficiary, you got paid yesterday. So, yeah. Susan Aldis, I think it is. Susan Aldis. Hello, Susan. Nice to have you here as always. Really appreciate it. Thank you. All right, so I'm going to scroll back down to the bottom of the chat. I'll spend a couple more minutes here, not much, and then we're going to get off here because it's probably being, you know, kind of a long time. Yeah, Latanya Smith. Denise M, thank you, appreciate that. Yeah, Latanya Smith, yeah, awesome. Thanks, Latanya Smith. Tracking the likes, the thumbs up. Thank you, really appreciate it. Yeah, hit the thumbs up button, seriously. Or if you hate me and you hate the videos, then put the thumbs down. I don't really care. Oops. Nice. Nathan. Sorry, I'm not sure how to say your last name. Nathan DM something. Sorry. Nathan, but Southern California as well. I see you there. Awesome. Thanks. Hope you're having a nice day and saying hi to David, right? Both of you. Yeah, checking it out. Yep. Mark is saying, sorry, Mark, I'm not sure how to say your last name, but Mark is saying, why does SSI always get the short end of the stick? I would say most of the time you're pretty much right. Yeah, that's kind of the case, right? But in this case, with all these different changes that are coming in, Social Security has announced probably, I would have to go back and look, I'm going to say probably, I don't know, 6 or 7 different changes for SSI, most of which for SSI, a few for SSDI this year alone that impact SSI and get benefit checks into the pockets of beneficiaries faster. It raises benefits for individuals. There's a lot of things that have been happening for SSI. So generally, Mark, I would agree with you and say, yeah, SSI generally gets the short end of the stick most of the time. But this year, we've received a lot of good announcements out of Social Security pertaining to SSI. It's pretty nice, very uncommon. We generally don't see this. Mickey Mason checking in from Northwest Florida. You said Northwest Florida. Awesome. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, thanks, Mickey Mason. Yeah, hope you're doing well. Jay Hadra, is it? Jay, sorry, I'm so bad at saying names. I really apologize. But Jay, hey, I see your nice message there. Thank you. Appreciate it. I'll take that. Thank you. Gerald. Gerald, hey, Gerald, sorry, not sure how to say your last name either. Again, sorry, I'm super bad with last names. But Gerald, yeah, thank you so much for the nice message. Really appreciate that. Just appreciating all the information here and what I'm doing. Thank you. I appreciate it. That's very nice of you. No, okay. Okay, Matthew Bracey. Okay, good question. I hope you're still here, Matthew. Okay, good question. You're saying I'm pretty far from the closest SSA office for them to help you set up your SSA account. No, you don't need to do that. Do not waste your time going to an SSA office. It'll be a complete waste of a full day. Like a perfectly good day, that's a good way to waste one, is going to a Social Security office. Okay, I've done it. It's bad. You waste a lot of time sitting there and they work as slow as sloths, right? But anyway, no, you don't have to go to an office, okay? Do not go to an office. I mean, if you really want to, I guess you can, but I would not do that if I were you. No, you go right on the website, ssa.gov, and you can sign up for a My Social Security account. It's totally free, and it takes you maybe 15 minutes or so, give or take a little bit. There's a lot of steps. They're going to ask you a lot of questions, a lot of personal questions. But remember, it's Social Security. They already have all your info. So if it feels really weird, like, oh, they want my Social Security number, they gave you the Social Security number. So they already have it. They know everything about you. I know it seems really weird and scary, but that's the truth, okay? So no, you do not need to go to an SSA office. It's right on their website, ssa.gov, and it's My Social Security Account. That's what it's called. It's not like me, me physically. That's just what it's called, is My Social Security Account. You can sign it up right there, and you can get access to your monthly benefit and see all the details you could ever possibly want to look at that. It's actually a pretty helpful resource. It's really nice to have on hand. I log into mine honestly, probably twice a year. That's it. You don't need to look at it every day. There's no point. It'll drive you nuts to look at it every day because there's nothing that changes, right? But I look at mine twice a year. That's it. It's all you got to do, okay? Even once a year. I mean, one time a year would probably be fine, but I like to just log in twice just to make sure. Maybe like every, I don't know. I usually do it like early November-ish time is one time I check, or late October kind of time, and then kind of like middle of the summer-ish time. I don't know, when I'm just kind of like sitting around doing nothing. I'm like, hey, I should look at my account quick, right? That's all I do. Okay. So yeah, nope. Matthew Bracey, I hope that answers it for you. You do not need to go to a local office. In fact, I would not sacrifice a full special day of yours doing that. What a waste of time that would be. Yep. SR, you're funny. You can get a slice of pizza one time. That's awesome. Yep. Yeah, Ann Mason. Thanks, Ann. Really appreciate the nice message. That's very kind of you. Kelvin Green, how much of the SSI raise going to be? Don't know yet. Nobody knows that. So if anybody right now is telling you how much it's going to be, false. They don't know. Nobody knows yet. Yep. Michael Arledge is asking, what about SSI checks on the 30th? Watch the first like 15 minutes or so of this video. It's a lot that I talk about there. And yeah, it's good information. No. Tammy Hunter said, Matt, how much did you say the raise is for SSI? I didn't say that. I never said anything about a raise, okay? Nobody knows what that is. So if anybody out there, these AI channels that say, oh, Social Security, all this stuff like this, that information, those people that are making those AI channels, they sadly don't know much about Social Security, okay? They're spreading a lot of bad information. But anyway, Tammy Hunter asking how much the raise is. Nobody knows yet. We do not know that yet. We're not going to get that information for about a month and a half, okay? I'll bring it to you as we get it. So subscribe if you haven't done so, down below. Thank you. Shameless plug, I know. Island Girl. Perfect place to end right there. Island Girl. That's the only place I want to be right now. Sit on an island, forgetting about life, forgetting about everything, and just turning into a blob on the beach. That's literally all I want to do, okay? Island Girl, thank you for giving me a nice little image to wrap this video up, okay? It's like, sometimes I just want to get out of this little cage. I'm like a rat in a cage. It's like all I am right here in this room. That's all I do is like sit in this room all day. Okay, let's leave it at that for now. I hope this helps you. Again, if you're just joining now, please check out the first like 15 minutes or so of this video. You'll see all the details there. I'm talking about SSI, all the changes coming in that have been announced by Social Security. A lot of changes. I can come back in another one and talk about it further. I can break them down in individual videos, whatever you want, let me know. I'm here for you in any way that I can be. I have a lot of useless information in my head, and I have no problem talking about it, okay? So hope this helps you. Again, please subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. Like the video. Again, thumbs up button. Thank you. I know, shameless plugs. I don't really care. That's fine. Other than that, have a nice night. Have a nice long weekend, by the way. Tomorrow we roll over to September. Got a lot of information for you. Stay tuned. I want to share some information with you. Things are changing. September is a big month. I'm just going to say that much. October is bigger, and November is even bigger. The next 3 months, and basically through the end of the year, going to be nuts. Absolutely nuts. So it all kicks off kind of tomorrow. All right, so anyway, have a good night. Thanks again for joining. Really appreciate it. If you're still here, you may want to click off now because as soon as I unplug the mic, it starts talking, and it might sound kind of annoying. All right, anyway, thanks for being here. Really appreciate you. And I'm going to click this thing. Thanks again, Island Girl, for the images of the island, obviously, right? All right, have a good night. See ya.